Hello and welcome to my 517 Fallow Friday series. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Megan Dowell from Do-Well Remodel. Do-Well Remodel is a female-owned, family-run business offering various remodeling services, including drywall installation and finishing, painting, flooring, and so much more. Megan, thank you so much for joining me today.
No problem.
So I just want to start by getting to know you a little bit better. So can you just share a few tidbits about you and your family? Maybe just the
Sure.
family.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. So in 2022, I was the youngest licensed female builder in the state of Michigan. I think that was just for the year though. I don't think I was like the youngest one ever. Um, and so my husband, he does most of the actual work. I do a lot of the background stuff, so podcasts and taxes and all that, all the fun stuff, that requires paperwork and building code and permit pulling. Those are the
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but he does all of that stuff, and his dad was a general contractor, and his dad was a mason. So it's just kind of a generational thing,
Yeah.
and it turned out that I really liked building as well. I like doing the DIY
Hmm.
and painting. Actually, for the first couple of years, I was primarily the painter because he hates painting. So
My husband does too.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. So it was primarily me, but we kind of joined together because I do a lot of the background customer service work that you really need in this industry. Especially like I don't want to like flaunt, female oriented, but we're pretty good at details,
Yeah.
and my husband is not. And so he really needed someone with that kind of support. So
Hmm.
our business Do-Well Remodel really is a team. It's both of us. I could go out and do drywall. I don't want to. And he could be on the phones talking to people, but he also doesn't want to do that. So it's Do-Well Remodel is a husband and wife team.
I love
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
So I think the website said you guys started in 2016. Um,
Yeah.
what made you decide, beyond the generational, like the family history of having that type of work, what was there an event or something that happened that you're like, we're just going to start our own business?
Well, we had been working for other builders.
Okay.
We were their subcontractors. Um, we were actually working for Exit Realty for a while there,
Okay.
and doing a lot of their repairs to get ready for homes to sell. And we wound up getting into working for like other builders, not just Exit. And I think that's kind of where we started noticing that we would be making more if we were working for homeowners.
Yeah.
Um, we had a couple instances where we were hired by some scab general builders. And a scab general builder is someone who hires a bunch of people and kind of strings them along for a couple weeks or even a couple months and then doesn't pay them. Um, and so we kind of got messed up there. And that's when we were like, we're doing this work anyway. We're already uh working directly with homeowners, making sure that they're happy and they're satisfied. Why don't we start this? So we had already had like a good 5 years of experience and then finally filed our own LLC and our own business. And it just kind of exploded from
Yeah.
there. And then when I got my builder's license in 2022, um, work literally like quadrupled. We are so busy and it's great, right? You want the work, but
Right.
it's tough to keep up with.
I feel you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about like your passion in the business? Now, I know you said you could do the drywall, but you don't want to, and he could do the paperwork, but he doesn't want to. But is there a service that you are like you really like to get out and do it?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's actually why I created Knowing Your Home.
Okay.
So Knowing Your Home is the classes that I teach, trying to teach other people, but primarily women, how to tackle their own home maintenance. Um, and so I get to come in and I have my PowerPoints, and I kind of explain what certain things are and how to do certain projects. And then Will also comes in, so we teach them together. That's also husband and wife um based, and we actually show you how to do these things, and then you can do them yourself with our power tools.
Yeah.
um and so I love being able to teach people. I love answering questions. That's probably why I had kids. But I love being able to teach. I'm really passionate about that. And I really like being able to help serve our community here.
So if you need ideas for classes, can I just tell you everything that needs to be fixed in my house?
So that's
And
a
so,
thing.
and then I'll come learn
Um,
how to do it.
Yeah, we have a lot of women asking us if we can actually go to their houses. So we do have day rates where we're more than happy to come by and assist you with your own home projects. We have couples events where you can hire us for a couple hours, both me and Will, and we'll come to
Nice.
your house and show you how to do something. Another one that was asked was, can you come and do my deck? And so I just bought this house, right? I bought this house in July and we haven't even moved in yet. A tree fell on the neighbor's garage, and it's been a mess because we've had to pull electrical, plumbing, building permits, and there's been so much with it. But next year I really want to build a deck off the front porch. And so I would love to be able to make that like a whole week long series for Knowing Your Home, where women
Yeah.
can come in, people can come in, but primarily women.
Right.
We've had two men in the almost year that we've been doing this. Um, but they can come in and they can assist with the deck. They can learn how to, cut the lumber and affix it to the studs and the stringers, and they can actually learn about this. And I think that would be a really cool opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, the fact that I kind of have my own personal space now with this house, I could actually bring people to the house and
Yeah.
show them how to do different things. So it's very exciting. I can't wait.
I can tell. We've thought about putting a deck on the back. We'd have to redo like our back porch stairs so that they could go down the other way. Um, I did actually help my dad. He did most of the work, but build a front porch. We had to take off we have like a one-story brick ranch and it had like a cement brick porch that was falling apart. So we built it. And so you said stringers. I'm like, oh, I had to help with that. I couldn't tell
Yeah,
you exactly which part that was.
part of the stairs.
Stairs. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So I tend to brag a little bit that I helped build the porch, and really I just held things a lot and like grabbed things. I screwed some stuff in. Actually, I did um the skirting. I did the skirting.
There you go.
I did that.
Yeah,
I can claim
very
that.
nice.
But I would love to be able to come to classes like that. When do the classes this year start?
So this year we start in November. It's the
Okay.
second Friday of every month,
Okay.
held at Tinker Lab. And
Great.
those
Okay.
are Tinker Lab specific classes. We've done some other classes. We've worked with the Girl Scouts. We've worked with Building 21, which is a teen program here in Holt.
Yep.
Um, but those are specifically to Tinker Lab. Those are our adult classes. We have them once a month. And they start in November, and the first class is drywall. So if you want to learn how to repair your drywall, come see us, because you get to hammer a hole in the drywall first, and then we fix it together.
That's
So
it.
it's a lot of fun.
I like it. Okay. All right. So, um, just looking at the different services on your website, are there any that that you want to highlight at all? Do you want to go through a list or maybe talk about how people can get connected with you before we close out?
Sure.
Okay,
Close out. Wow, that was fast. I could talk for hours, I promise.
we can do
Um,
that.
yeah, we totally can. I got the time. No, so we primarily do basement remodels. We
Okay.
specialize in basements. We Will really likes to do vinyl flooring. So whether
Okay.
that's sheet vinyl, he loves vinyl plank.
Hmm.
Um, he loves doing framing. And then drywall and painting. We have a specified painter now because I'm at home and Will hates painting. So we actually hired on a painter. And he's great. He'll talk your ear off just like I will, which is probably why we get along so well. But so yeah, those are the main three, and those are on our website. Um, we have been getting into like attic remodels.
Okay.
We just completely redid our own kitchen. I don't think we're going to be doing kitchens though. That was a task. Measure your counters after your cabinets are in, just for future reference. Don't do the counters before your base cabinets are in. Unless you're really good at math. And thought I was good at math. I'm not that great at math. Don't let me do your taxes. Um,
We all stay in our own lanes.
yes, yes. Hire a CPA. It's not me. Uh, but no. And then we have done bathroom remodels, but I don't specialize in plumbing or tubs, so a lot of it's like vanities.
Mhm.
Um, we can do the anything outside of the wall, we can do. Anything inside of the wall is probably going to require a different trade, like plumbing or electrical.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so most of what we specialize is on our website,
Okay.
but we do doors. I am licensed, so I can build a house from the ground up if you want me to. Just let me know. But yeah, so that's it. That's what I
Okay.
got.
So that actually triggers a couple of questions I have for you.
Oh, sweet.
Um, you mentioned attic remodel. Is that like unfinished attic space insulation all over the place and you like turn it into a room?
Yeah, so we can.
Okay.
It really depends on what your attic looks like,
Okay.
and how it's vented. So if it's a space that already has a subfloor, I mean, honestly, if it doesn't have a subfloor, we can probably do it too. Um, but if your attic trusses go all the way through, it's probably not a space that you can turn it into. But if you can walk through your attic, it is most likely something that we can turn into a somewhat habitable space. So Michigan residential code is, we can get into the boring stuff if you want. Um, but if it's not fully insulated, it's not technically a habitable space and you're not supposed to put a bed or something up there, but you could make it into like an office. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. And is that what most people are doing if they want to do an attic remodel? Are they just trying to expand because they need more space?
Yeah, so we could go right into the housing crisis at this point. So the pandemic, right? There was like a worldwide pandemic or something. I don't remember. But no, so the pandemic really affected the housing crisis,
Yep.
which I'm sure you're well aware of. Housing prices have
Absolutely.
been at their like lowest lows and at their highest highs now.
Yeah.
So right now finding a house has been really hard because obviously the interest rates have gone up, and so people don't want to sell and then try to find a new house with a higher interest rate, and no one is selling. Um, so people are taking spaces in their houses that weren't finished before and trying to give themselves more space, whether that's basements, attics, adding on a room, changing a deck into an enclosed porch, making a 3-season room into a 4-season room. That's been happening a lot. People are just trying to find any space that they can get with the house that they currently have. Which is great for us. Like, thank
Yeah.
you. We would love to help you with your addition or finishing your basement or your attic. That's what we specialize in. Um, but yeah, so that's been a big thing is trying to work with the space that you have.
That makes sense. Okay. The other thing I thought of with the painting side of it, do you guys ever do Well, first, do you do any masonry work? You said that like either grandpa or great grandpa was a mason, but do you ever do like the tuck point so that you could paint exterior brick?
Nope. So we
Okay.
don't do any masonry whatsoever. I have a mason that I refer to. He's great. Um, and he's been doing it probably longer than I've been born. So he knows what he's doing, but no, I don't mess with masonry. In fact, I don't mess with tile either. I don't like mortar. I don't like grout. It's permanent. If I mess it up, it's hard to take it out.
Yeah.
So I don't mess with any of that. We have a tile specialist that we refer to too, and
Okay.
she's taught our classes. So we had a tile class last December, and she taught our tile class because I don't mess with tile. Um, I might try it in our new kitchen, maybe to do our new black backsplash or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, could try it, see if I like it, but I don't mess with it right now. I don't that's not a service that we sell.
I see a lot of like DIY videos scrolling through Instagram or something with like the little like 12 by 12 things that look like they have mesh on the back and you put it on and then you like fill it all in and then they wipe it with a sponge. It looks super easy, but I'm like, it cannot be that easy. It's got
Um
to be harder than that.
it so it can be really easy. There's this like adhesive sheet. It's like double-sided tape. It's called
Mm,
muscle bound. Um and our tile expert, her name's Samantha Pearl. She owns my handyman. Um, she uses that for like backsplashes. You can't really use that in bathrooms because I
right.
don't think it's waterproof. But she does use that for her backsplashes, and it is easy. It is.
Okay.
It doesn't require mortar, which is the old way of doing it. You know, you put mortar on, then you put those
Yeah.
sheets on, and then you put the grout on, and you wipe it off before it hardens. Um, so it is a lot easier using the double-sided muscle bound. Um, it's still not something I'm good at.
That's okay. Again, we stay in our lanes and that is
Yeah,
perfectly all right.
give me some
Okay.
drywall. I can hook you up with some drywall.
All right. So, just kind of in closing out, I just want to say I see your name everywhere. And I just kind of want to take a moment to recognize this, maybe brag a little bit. So, Do-Well has been nominated, voted one of the best in so many different like community awards things. Um, there's like the community votes that's going on right now for the Lansing Awards, Community Choice Awards. City Pulse Top of the Town. And then now you're nominated for the 517 Magazine's 2023 Greater Lansing Entrepreneurial Awards coming up next month. So I'm really excited to be able to go to this dinner and hopefully you win an award. But I just want to acknowledge this because I feel like it speaks very highly of you and the personal service that you provide to people, the quality of your work, and really just the positive impact you've had on the community. So I just had to throw that out there at the end. And I really just wanted to recognize you and all the amazing things you're doing.
Well, I really appreciate that. When I was filling out the nomination packet for the entrepreneurial award, they kind of like make you self brag. You know, you have to do like this whole packet of things that you've been doing recently, like within the
Right.
past 2 years, and putting it all on paper was ridiculous. I did not realize how many things we've been doing. 'Cause we donated that tiny pantry
Yeah.
to the Women's Center of Greater Lansing. We've been working directly with the Ingham County Land Bank and Habitat for Humanity to try and give housing to lower income communities.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just seeing how many things that we've been doing was I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Wait, we really did
Yeah.
that? Like, what?"
Hmm.
And so, thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard to see in the day to day.
It can be. Yeah. Okay. So is there anything else you want to share today?
Um, Last thing. So my daughter Lizzie, she's 4. Um, she's kind of the inspiration behind my classes because I don't want her to be taken advantage of by people in this industry. This industry is largely male dominated. I think women only make up like 10% of the trades. Um, and so Lizzie was kind of the inspiration for me starting my classes, and she currently helps with them. I have a video of her using caulk in our tiny pantry and for our classes. So I just want to say, if my 4-year-old can do it, I promise you can do it too.
Absolutely. I love hearing that. Oh, okay. I can't do cock very well, so
You
I'll have to
can,
go
you
I'll go
can
watch her videos.
come take my classes. Yeah,
Okay.
there
I'm
you
gonna do it.
go.
All right. So thank you everyone for watching. I will share all of Megan's contact information in the caption for the video. And if you're looking for talented, reliable company to handle your next remodeling project, I highly recommend that you reach out to Do-Well Remodel for a free quote. And if you're interested in being featured on my Follow Friday series, you can send me an email at katrina@cornerstonelegalpllc.com. Thanks for watching.
Bye.